Hi everyone, it's our Monday morning maths lesson and we're going to have another look at measuring area today. So I have got 3 rectangles here and we're going to look at how to calculate the area of a rectangle. These ones are in centimetres, but you could also do it in millimetres or in metres. And if you're doing really large areas such as land, you might do it in kilometres. But centimetres is a good one for us to work with today. Now on Thursday, we did have an introductory lesson to area, so I'm just going to go over those ideas again, and then we'll see how that works. Okay, so here we have a rectangle that is 5 centimetres by 4 centimetres. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we were counting them individually, we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we could say that there were 20 centimetres squared or square centimetres. However, we don't need to do that because we can use our knowledge of arrays and multiplication to calculate that we have got 4 widths and 5 lengths. And so we have got 4 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 4, but both ways the answer is we have got 20 square centimetres. So the same thing over here, we have got 6 centimetres across, and which is our width, and 7 centimetres, which is our length. Okay, so 6 groups of 7. We could count them individually, or if we know our times tables, we could go 6 times 7 equals 42. So 42 centimetres, sorry, 42 square centimetres. Okay, if you don't know your 6 or 7 times tables, you could count by 6s or count by 7s. But being able to know your times table and use them like this will save you a lot of time. And our other one that we're going to look at today is 7 centimetres across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 centimetres in length. So as we've said, we needed to count. We know that 7 times 10 equals 70. So our area is 70 square centimetres. Okay, now I'm going to move us down into where we can see how this works. This is called the formula. So the area of a rectangle equals the length times the width. Or if we were just using the initials, we would say A equals L times W. And here we have our first one, area equals length times width. Our length is 5 centimetres and our width is 4 centimetres. So to write that down here, we would say our answer to 5 centimetres times 4 centimetres equals 20 centimetres. Now to make the squared sign, I'm just going to put a 2 there, and then I'm going to work a little bit of magic with my keyboard to make it up the top. And that's how we write the centimetres, the square centimetres, by putting that little 2 above. So our measurement, our length measurement is centimetres, and the 2 means that it is squared centimetres. As you can see, we have got those 20 centimetres squared, all of each one of those squares. Okay, so to do the same thing on this one, we have got our length times width. We have got our length is 7 centimetres and our width is 6 centimetres. So our area is going to be 6 times 7 is 42 centimetres. And then I'm just going to make it a little 2 at the top. Okay, so 42 square centimetres. And the same one for this one, we have got 10 centimetres length, 7 centimetres width. So our area is going to be 70 centimetres squared, or 70 square centimetres. Okay, I'm going to go back to our Stepping Stones book now and share that screen with you while we do the step-in problem together. Okay, this is a top view of a room in Mr. Reed's house. He wants to lay new carpet in this room and needs to know how many square metres of carpet to buy. If the pink square represents 1 square metre, how much carpet is needed? Okay, so we need to now estimate, based on this patch here, if that is 1 square centimetre, sorry, 1 square metre, then that looks like it would be about another square metre there. So that would be 1, then 2. Use my shaky writing, 1, 2. That looks like there would be about another 1 there, maybe a little bit more. 3, 4, 5, and half of 1, which is 6. Okay, what is the greatest amount needed? Well, presumably you would have to buy that whole roll. You wouldn't be able to just cut off that bit there. So you would need 6 square metres to do that whole room, including that corner that's been cut out. What is the closest estimate of the amount needed? Well, I would say that that's probably close to 1/2. So my estimate would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 metres squared plus another 1/2 metre. So I would say my estimate would be 5.5 metres squared. The shortest way to write square centimetres is centimetres, with that little 2 at the top that I showed you before. So in this one, we're writing metres, we're writing square metres. So to write that, we would write an M with that little 2 above it. Okay, now you're going to go and do pages 174 and 175 in your book, but just before you do, these books are designed for use in the classroom, and at the moment we're working at home. So it says, with your teacher, identify 4 walls, floors, ceilings, or other rectangular regions. Then estimate their area in square metres. So you write down here what the area is that you're measuring. It might be the kitchen floor, or it might be your bedroom floor. Then estimate how many metres it is in meters, in square metres. Okay, so you'll need to think about how wide is it and what the length of the measurement is. And then you're going to need to measure it, the length and the width. Then you're going to draw it here, where each of these squares represents 1 metre, 1 square metre, and then you're going to calculate them here. Okay, and then as another exercise, how many of your handprints do you think would cover 1 metre squared? All right, there you go, off to do 174 and 175. Bye, everyone.